Jenkins, and joining me here is Tori Treadway. Welcome to the Maroon Strong Show.
We have a big show planned for you today. Lots of stuff is going on.
That's right, Tori. We're going to take a look at the Maroon Devils' tough loss in the Western 1AA Finals to a tough Starmount team.
Yes, I think Starmount should do well this weekend at the state championships. Just to get you into the festive mood, we have also a few highlights from the Christmas parade this past weekend.
Let's get right to it and take a look at the highlights from this past Friday's game.
We're glad to be here, fans, as we're ready to kick it off here. The Rams are going to be kicking off in there. They look like the Denver Broncos in a way. A lot of dark blue with orange and white trim. And here we go, and what a kick. It's going to be taken by Jordan Cody at the 7. Back out to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. He's out across the 30, still going, 35-40. Jordan Cody spinning around, breaking a tackle, all the way out to the 47-yard line on the opening kickoff return, Toby. And that's how you set up good field position.
Absolutely. Great job by Jordan getting in there and eluding a couple of would-be tacklers, danced around a little bit, and then just hit the seam, exploding up the field for a big gain. And
he's the guy we've got to corral here tonight. They bring him in motion to the left side. They hand off to the left side. Here they go into the secondary. Touchdown, and an easy one going and standing up is Ken Kelly. Again, Nick Gunnell, a senior who has a very good leg, boots another one to the left side. Jordan Cody's going to bring it back from the 11 at the 15, 20, 25, 30. Down the sideline, 35, 40. Another outstanding return by Jordan Cody, Toby. So we're getting outstanding field position here, but our offense has got to take advantage of it. Again, that's we wish Kobe Stevenson all the best. Handoff, it's going to be the right side, and here comes, let's see. That's the quarterback, Trent Wright. I thought he handed off to Derek Fortner. That was a good fake. He faked me out, Toby, but a nice run by Trent Wright.
Yeah, he ended up getting a good gain on that play of about 8 yards. It'll be third and long 3-4 for the Maroon Devils here, just short of the 50-yard line on the 48. So he pulled it in. They were taking the veer lane away, so he pulled the ball in, went around the corner for the largest gain of the night for the Maroon Devils so far.
Third down, we still need 4. Trent fires left side. Got a screen set up over there for Jordan Cody. He's getting some blocking out there by Kobe Tuanita and Christian Norton. And he has our first down of the night inside the Starmount 40-yard line. It's going to be a well-designed play. And again, good blocking by those lead receivers on the left side.
So they got to get all the way to the 20 for a first down. They're on the 30.
Here they go out of their hybrid tee. Quarterback wants to throw. He's got a man wide open, and he hits him. And that is only, Toby, I think their second passing touchdown all year long. They only 4 wides this time, 2 on each side now. Second down and 8. Trent Wright will fake the handoff. He's going to run the option. He gets a block out to the left side, turns the corner, out across the 40-yard line, first down. Good blocking out there with 4 wides, Toby. It looked like a passing set all the way, but a good play design and good execution. Quarter, Starmount up 21-0 over our Maroon Devils with a 6-man front this time. Wright swings it out. Jordan Cody out of the backfield to the right side, has some running room. Down the sideline, still going, finally forced out of bounds at the 35-yard line. But talk about some running north and south. Jordan Cody, once he got his speed going, he was really hard to stop, Toby. Again, I think that's our biggest play tonight. So now here they go, first down and 10. Got a man in motion to the left side. He gets the call. It's going to be Johnson. Johnson into the secondary again. Here he goes. And I don't think Kobe Tuanita is going to catch him, and he's not. He's the fastest guy on the field, and he just broke an 80-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. And Starmount is up 27-0 with 13 seconds gone in the third quarter.
3 offensive linemen to the right, 2 to the left. So now an extra offensive lineman now for the Maroon Devils. There's Orris powering his way for a gain of about 5.
Good run by Taylor Orris as, again, he picks up 5 yards. And Toby, if we can do that on just about every play, and I think just get some momentum and maybe get that first score on the board right now.
Injury involved, but he is not on the field nonetheless for the Maroon Devils. Taylor Orris also not on the field.
Toby Tuanita is going to throw the halfback pass. Got a man open at Schuler. He's got it down inside the 10, down to the 1-yard line.
Touchdown. He is a touchdown for the Maroon Devils. That to Angel Bowers, actually, Gary, and it was the same type of play that the Maroon Devils scored on at Whiteville with Kobe Tuanita. 2 for 2 now in the year with 2 touchdowns.
That's pretty good average.
So that's pretty good average for Kobe. A touchdown for the Maroon Devils, and we're on the board. With a gain of about 9, and you may be looking at the backfield next year right there with Beaner and Miller.
First down.
The coaching staff very impressed with this freshman who's come on and not been awed since he moved up to varsity. And that one run demonstrated a lot to me, Gary. He put his head down and got another couple of yards, which is a big-time move for a freshman.
Good run on the right side by Miller, still going, and he picks up more than 10 yards, one of his best gains of the night at the 43-yard line of Starmount. Here comes a run to the right side again, and it's going to be Beener again, this time down inside the 20. Nice run. And
staff, Kerry Powell doing the absolute right thing by holding Jordan out in this second half and making sure that he's healthy. There goes Kenshawn Beener again.
He's going to score.
Yep, good job, Kenshawn Beener, and he was pretty much the entire drive that time for the Maroon Devils.
Yeah, he's the only one with fresh legs.
Absolutely, and he showed him on that run. That was a good run by Beener. 1:17 left to go in this. Hats off to the Starmount crowd. They're going to advance to the state championship for the second time in their history. Wish them all the best representing the West, and hope they do a good job down in Raleigh next weekend.
Cooper running for the PAT with 1:17 to play here at Starmount. It's the Rams 42, the Maroon Devils 14.
Despite the loss this Friday, the Maroon Devils had an outstanding season, finishing with an overall record 11-4. It also marked the first time in school history that the Devils played in 4 straight regional championship games.
It also put head coach Neil Blankenship in select company as he became the first head football coach in school history to win 10 or more games in each of their first 3 years as head coach. Coach Blankenship has an overall record of 38-8 in 3 years.
You know, Erin, that includes a pretty impressive 10-3 mark in the playoffs as well.
And one of our continuing features with the Maroon Strong Show is to show you some of the great things that is not only going on at Swain High School, but at all of our schools.
This past week, we caught up with Swain High Principal Mark Sell to discuss one of the most misunderstood policies we have here at Swain, the attendance policy, and what it means for us as students. Let's take a look at that now.
Hi, I'm Mark Sell, and I'm principal at Swain County High School. I think it's important right now that I remind you of our attendance policy and where that can take your son or daughter if we don't make sure that they're at school or we have record of why they weren't here. We cannot help your son or daughter learn if they're not in class. We're working very hard here at the high school to make sure that every student has an opportunity to be college or career ready when they graduate. And we're making a lot of adjustments in the classrooms and across the school to ensure that that's taking place. All of our effort has no effect, though, if your son or daughter isn't here. We understand that there are times when the students can't be here because of sickness or death, perhaps a religious observance or something that's happening in the court system. Those are all excused, and as long as we have a note from you or the doctor or perhaps from the court system within 3 days after the absence, those are all taken care of. They are excused absences. However, there are those times when we have students who miss a day, even miss just a class, and they don't bring an excuse to us. We have to count those unexcused. By law, we have to do those things. And in order for us to help students understand how important it is for them to be at school, we have developed a makeup policy. That means that if your son or daughter isn't here and we don't have a valid excuse for that, they will accumulate makeup time. If they miss a complete day, they accumulate 4 hours of makeup time if that's an unexcused absence. If they only miss one class, they accumulate 1 hour of makeup time for that class. Right now, unfortunately, we have a large number of students who have makeup time, and they're not doing much to take care of that. Now, what they can do is they can stay after school with one of our teachers. We have Miss Erin here every day, Monday through Thursday, for 2 hours right now, so that students can make that time up there. Dr. Karen is here in the morning starting at 7 a.m., and the students can accumulate about an hour of makeup time if they come in early. We also have Miss Erin here on Saturdays. I believe this coming Saturday, which will be December the 13th. She'll be here from 8 o'clock in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. It costs students $10, but we have to pay for that somehow because that's not funded through the state. That's a local funding issue. Miss Erin will also be here on December the 20th for 8 more hours. And then when we have a work day on December the 22nd, someone will be here to supervise that makeup time from 8 until 12 for 4 more makeup hours. We are doing everything that we can to make sure that your son or daughter has an opportunity to make their time up that they've missed. Now, if you think that we have made a mistake or you question why there is makeup time for your son or daughter, then please give us a call here at 488-2152. We want to work with you, and all we want is what you want, and that is that your son or daughter has every opportunity to have every educational experience they can have here at the high school. We understand, though, that there may be some type of a difficulty in a student staying late or arriving early, particularly if they ride the bus. We understand that a large number of our students work after school and even on Saturdays, or that they have to take care of siblings, and so they can't attend makeup. We have an attendance appeal process. What that means is we get together a panel of teachers or workers here at the school, and we listen to the reasons that a student may not have been able to make up all of their time. They have a rubric that they go through that includes extraordinary conditions where a student may not have transportation or some other things. And then that appeals committee has a conversation with the student, or perhaps you if you want to come in, and they come up with some type of a conclusion about how perhaps we can help the student, or we need to look further into why they haven't been coming to school. It's just an appeals process. We have appeals dates already set. As a matter of fact, on December the 18th and on the 19th, which are the last 2 days that the students will be in school before they leave for Christmas break, we have the appeals committee staying right here between 12 and 4 o'clock, and they will meet with anyone as they come in. We also have appeals on December 22nd. We also have appeals on January the 2nd from 9 until 1. Those are very important times for you to come in if you know that your son or daughter is having a problem and talking that over with us. Now, I have to tell you that we are very serious about students being responsible. I spoke recently with one of our business owners here in town, and he said they hire people all the time because they have skills that they need, like the ability to run a machine, or the ability to read and to write, or the ability to have good relationships with people in the community. But then he went on to say, we don't let people go for those reasons. We don't fire people because they don't have those skills. We fire people because they don't have good soft skills. That includes coming to work on time. That includes coming to work at all. And we're trying to teach our students that. We need your help as we train our students to be dependable, to have good soft skills. We're so serious about it that if they don't meet their makeup requirements, I will give them 68s for grades on their report card. That means they very likely will have to repeat the course. I know that sounds harsh, but I also know that if someone repeatedly shows up late to work, they're going to lose their job. I don't want to see that happen to anyone that graduates from Swain County High School, and I believe that we can help teach them that while they're here. So please, first of all, have your son or daughter to school. Make sure that if they can't be here, they bring in a note. And if there is makeup time that's owed, make sure that they complete that. You could use the appeals process if you have to. What's most important is that you and I work together for the future of your son or daughter. That's all we're working for here, and I appreciate your help in that area. Thank you for trusting us with them, and we hope that you have a wonderful holiday season.
It is important to note that all of us as students need to follow and understand our attendance policy. It might make the difference between passing or failing a course.
Well, once again, the Maroon Devil Network is everywhere. This past weekend, our own Joe Holt was on hand for the 2014 Bryson City Christmas Parade.
And Nate Rogers edited the footage and put together this highlight package for you.
Well, that's going to do us for another week.
Join us next week for a special Christmas edition of the Maroon Strong Show. For Tori and myself, thanks for joining us.
See you next week.